What's good, YouTube? We have an interesting development here today, and that's, of course, is going to be the next character for 3.1. And as expected, it is going to be Luuk. He looks pretty phenomenal. I am very excited right now to just dive right in. But I've also been waiting for the other video to drop. It should be appearing in like maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. So I guess maybe after I'm yapping, they'll probably release it. And I'm also waiting for YouTube to let it in too. But yeah, let's start reading some of the stuff. Post-lament Anthropocene, star intertwine. May this gold become your most reliable blade. Luuk Herssen. Now, what does this mean? Is he going to be a thorn user? It's a little interesting way to say that. Attending doctor and counselor at Star Torch Academy is warm and friendly. His past one of blood and lies, but he refuses. His past is one of blood and lies, but he refuses to be defined by his past, never relenting in his effort to cut open lies to reveal the truth from within. Okay, that's an interesting. Is he like a knight? I'm getting like Lancelot, King Arthur kind of vibe. Okay, first impression. Wow. Okay, it looks like a wand over here. You definitely see some white birds, tree. He's very natural. What could this potentially be? It's screaming spectro, maybe an arrow, right? Arrow for like the greenery. But I feel like what people have been claiming that the third set in the current WUWA is most likely going to be for him, which is spectro. So I can also see that maybe for the first time ever, the banner, the splash art is actually related to the character. Okay, I would say the only other character that didn't backfire was Xu Yuan, because everyone expected him to be Arrow. And if he wasn't Arrow, we were going to tweak out. But yeah, that wasn't the case. So yeah, it's to our assumption he is going to be Spectro. Let me see. I think I do have WUWA open right now. Wonderful. Let me switch over real quick. Rite of Gilded Revelation. Now this set, I think a lot of people expected Lene to use it, which I think she could, right? But it seems that everyone is using Pack of Neon Light. That seems to be the universal set. She seems to be the universal buff. And you know, we thought she would be a DPS, which she is, but it seems she's more fit into the sub DPS role, which is very unique. And of course, someone has to fit into this set, right? Because we know that Halo of the Star Radiance, this is like 100% going to be Mornier. Rite of Gilded Revelation for Luuk to be a Spectro user using this, I am very curious. We had like a Brant, right, who turned out to be like a sub DPS. And then we also had some other characters, other male characters, Xu Yuan, who also became a sub DPS, right? If you wanted him to be a DPS, he would be S3. What else? Zhang Liao, he was free. The only DPS by far. You can call him a sub DPS when you run him with Cheng Li. Jian, Kelcharo, yeah, those are 2 DPS here. Clear. I'm very excited because we haven't had like a Spectro male character, right? I think this might actually be the first time we actually had one. Yeah, we have Mortefi, right, Jinxie, Zani. So first Spectro DPS as a male, very exciting. I am curious to see what his abilities are going to be, because you have to keep in mind he's going to be like a professor, like a doctor. So is he going to be like similar to maybe Lene, where Lene uses like splash paint or whatever, and then this guy, he maybe has like test tubes, right? And he throws explosion of Spectro, or maybe just has like healing inner power, something like. I'm just very curious to see what this is going to be. Let's just switch back over, and Yeah. I don't know. It looks like there's like right stairs going up. It's screaming arrow, screaming spectro too, light scenery, and I am really curious to see what his backstory is going to be. Warm self, but it says over here his past one of blood and lies. He refuses to be defined by his past. This is kind of sounding like Cardathea, kind of sounding like some other previous characters in WUWA. Maybe it's like a huge bloodline. Maybe he's like a prince or something like that. He looks like one. Wouldn't be surprised if he is. And yeah, that could be huge. That could be some great lore to add into. Please, WUWA, give me the next content. Oh, I'm trolling. Come on. Yes. Okay, we got it. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, I won't forget this time. We got to read this part up here. Post at the command of his will, the energy flowing inside of Luuk Herssen's body undergoes a phase transition accompanied by a burning sensation and temporary rise in body temperature. Whoa. That's interesting. In the blink of an eye, the blood in his palm solidifies into a wields with surgical precision to cut down his the gold is that like his blood? Does it turn into okay, wait. Hold up. This has to be huge right here. The drop of gold, yup. Solidifies his path. Okay, wait. I need to like literally turn. Why is this always like on 10%, I swear? Come on. Wait. The music. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I don't mean disgusting in a bad way. I mean, holy crap, it's so good. Wait, can we just appreciate the music before I start getting into what I just saw? I've heard this beat before. Whoa. Okay. He screams a prince. This music is something very close to what you'll see in like Camelot, what you'll see in the medieval. So does Luke have like an aunt, like a family, and did like he cut ties with them? Oh my god, 3.1 could honestly be a cook. What the heck? You can hear like the birds fluttering in the back. Like, and you see like it's literally right there too. There has to be some kind of symbolism of it. And like the paperwork. He's holding a wand too, but the wand is, I guess, a sword. I think he's actually a sword. I'll be surprised if this guy is apparently not a sword. I swear. What else could he potentially be? Right? A wand. Rectify. Wait, what are the rectifier? Gauntlet? There's no way he's Gauntlet. No. I don't think he's gonna be a Broadblade. I feel like it has to be one of the sword. Either, yeah. Hopefully he is. But when it comes to WUWA, they never match it anyways, right? So, how can I know? But yeah, wow. The tree, right? This like some sort of resemblance to like his past, his family, his bond, his growth. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can take away from this. There's nothing really much. You can see the grass is probably greener than him. He's holding his medical records. Some leaf in the background. Dude. He is so hot. He is so cool. Red eyes, though. I always had the assumption at first that for some reason they would just make it, oh, he's gonna be fusion because, you know, his eyes is red. Like that makes sense, right? Oh boy. And I thought he would be a healer, you know? I actually thought he would be a healer because when I saw this, I'm like, he screams a medical doctor. Shouldn't they be healers? But maybe not, because apparently he's going to be a nice spectro unit. But who knows? Maybe he'll turn out like a Brant, right? Brant where it does damage, but also heals at the same time. Could be the case. Now, this wing back here, I'm curious to see what this is. Wait, now that I... Whoa. This guy has wings. And you know what I think about it? It reminds me of the other banner with Ameth. I think that's how you actually say your name. Wings. Very, very interesting. Maybe we'll see a little bit more lore into that. Guess there's nothing else I can take away from this. And then this is Star Torch logo. Okay, let me just give it a refresh real quick. And maybe we'll see some of the comments. Let's see what some of the people are saying. Okay, wait, I need to remember to take out. I'm so unexperienced when it comes to Twitter. Holy. Okay, let's take a look at the comments over here. Nah, who... See, this is why I look at the comments. Oh, you know what? I have a new understanding. Maybe this over here, as this statement says, his past is one of his blood and lies. This is like the stairway in his life. So you can see this is him right here. Maybe this is his potential teen to like around a young adult, and then this is his really young child self. Now this down here, you can see that the rings around a tree. Maybe there is going to be an interesting lore behind this. Excited to learn about that. Maybe that correlate to why he's holding a wand. I see a wand. Oh, Cap is going S6. Very interesting. Tell me, Doctor, I'm suspended. Yeah, he as a character that we saw in 3.0 looks like he had a lot of secrets within him. Like he knew about Rover, but we didn't really get into about what he knew. So if he goes way back that far, then there's probably going to be deeper secrets within the Hyrule, deeper secrets within his own family, and how he got there and became a professor. This is a really funny gif, I'm not gonna lie. The next patch is gonna be ranked. Oh, I'm telling you, we do not have any asteroids anymore. Honestly, I'm gonna name this YouTube video Curl Took My House, or something like that. Because holy crap, it's like Curl, please stop releasing bangers. But then you're talking to a company, their job is to make good quality. So yo, we're cooked. Everyone is cooked. Very thoughtful, very intriguing. Look, definitely looking forward to getting him if I have any asteroids left. But it's most likely that in the worst case, he might be skippable. And I don't want to do that because I feel like he could be the case of like Brant, where some people, you know, thought he wasn't going to be fun, wasn't whatever. And then when you played him with Chang Li, or at least I did, he is one of the coolest character in the game. He derives like a new type of playstyle that I really enjoy. And I really hope that isn't going to be the case for Luuk. But he's going to be a special character. I just don't want Cyberpunk coming in on the side and be like, oh yeah, Lucy's gonna drop right here. We have to go for the Cyberpunk characters. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's gonna be my take on it for now. Looking forward to the upcoming Resonator showcase combat. Yeah, that's gonna be about it for now. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace out.